Hi, so this video is going to be about first-time buyers preparation tips. So these are my top 3 preparation tips to help you along the way and just to make the mortgage process and experience as smooth as possible, and you're prepared well in advance. When applying for a mortgage, there is one key thing, and it is called preparation. Preparation allows your mortgage application or your mortgage process to go through as smoothly as it possibly can. In this video, I'm going to break down the key points to prepare you during your mortgage process to help the process go as smoothly as possible through your house buying experience. I'm Kristy from the Mortgage Capital. If you're interested in videos from first-time buyers, moving home, remortgages, any sort of finance, you have come to the right page. So press like and subscribe for more and new content. Number 1, checking your credit report. It's so important to check your credit report well in advance, because if there's any issues on your credit report, we can look at fixing them straight away before you even start your mortgage process off. So for a great example, if you have a few missed payments on your, let's say, phone bill, you thought you had cancelled your phone bill, and you look at your credit report, there's a default. Now it gives you plenty of time to dispute it and get it removed from your credit report. If, for example, you've had bad credit in the past, where you were a lot younger, you weren't very sensible, and you've got a default and it was your own fault, we can then look at satisfying that default. Again, if we're prepared and well prepared in advance, and we do this well before your house buying process, there is a more chance we can repair it before we find the issues later. Now, every lender has a different credit report system, so it could be Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. So you could go away and download in each and every single report. However, there is a credit report called Check My Credit, I've put the link below, where it checks, it's one report and it shows all 3 on one report. Check My File is a credit report I highly recommend. It gives us so much information than any other credit reports have. And like I said, it shows all 3 credit reports in one place. It is free for 30 days and then it is $14.99 after that. So the link is popped below, or I'll pop it into my stories. Number 2. So get an agreement in principle, also known as an AIP. You want to get an agreement in principle before you even start looking at properties. The reason being is, A, you know exactly what your top budget is, so you are then looking at properties well within your affordability, and you're not randomly wasting your time day to day, weekend to weekend, looking at properties that you cannot simply afford. The second reason to get an agreement in principle well up front is if you were to make an offer, let's just say it's £250,000, and you've got an agreement in principle, you've got a solicitor in place, you have a mortgage broker, you've got proof of deposit, and then you also have person B who also offers the same but has none of that in place. You potentially have a higher chance of getting your offer accepted because you do look like the stronger person out of the 2. Think of it this way, if you were selling your property, who would you pick? Number 3, get mortgage ready and prepared. It's all good and well saving your deposit for your first property. However, you need to save extra money for costs to buy the property. You've got your solicitor's costs, you've got your mortgage fees, you've got your valuation fees, potentially you've got your stamp duty fees. You also want to make sure that you've got all your documents ready. So most lenders are going to require your bank statements, your wage slips, some form of ID. Some of them even want proof of deposit on a mortgage application. So when you've prepped and got all your mortgage documents ready, we're well prepared for the lender to ask us questions and ask for these certain type of documents. Most lenders want to see 3 to 6 months bank statements. If you're employed, they will want to see anything from 1 to 6 months of wage slips, depending on your job and if you've got any commission, you've got bonuses. So some lenders may ask for additional wage slips depending on your answers. And if you are then self-employed, they'll at least want 2 years of SA 302s, so tax calculations and tax overviews. There are some lenders that will allow you to have 1 year, but it is always best practice to have 2 years, so it opens the opportunity up to use more lenders rather than narrowing down your choices. If you are a limited company, you will need at least 2 years of company books, so your accounts. Again, you can have 1 year, but it's exactly the same as the self-employed status. That is all for us today. Any questions, please leave us any comments and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel so you're all up to date with our latest videos.